Hello and welcome along to episode 4 of this mini FM21 Touch challenge, Help the Hatters with me, Daniel. We're taking over my beloved Luton Town and today we've got a very big episode. We've got two of last season's promoted clubs in Rotherham and Wycombe, and the latter are probably one of the 4 clubs we've got even a slight chance of catching. The gap has slightly increased since the last episode, despite a good result last time out against Stoke. But the Swansea game, I think, is the one that's going to haunt us. So we'll go and take a look at those two in a minute before getting into our double header. But firstly, if you are enjoying this series and you are looking forward to today's one, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM21 content from 2 long-term stories. This one will continue for the rest of the week at midday, including tomorrow, Christmas Day. I can only say thank you again for your incredible support as we near 2,000 subscribers on the channel. Pretty incredible considering we had 1,300 just 6 weeks ago when the new game came out. So thank you again for your incredible following. I do appreciate it. But let's go and talk about the slightly more negative news, which is Luton Town on the pitch at the minute. So at home to Swansea, we lost 2-1. Now this looks like a fairly routine, disappointing result. If I go and show you the match, it's where the disappointment comes to me. Because we dominated. 14 shots, 7 on target, more possession. Swansea had 2 shots on target, scored 2 goals. It was so frustrating. Stoke was the opposite of that. At half time, we were 3-0 down. They'd missed a penalty, and then we came flying back. And at 55 minutes, we'd already got the 3 goals. I thought maybe we can go and nick a winner here. But it wasn't to be. But we'll take a point from where we were. But these 2 games are the sort we have to win. So let's go and get into the first game today. No real news off the pitch now. It's all about the running. The problem we've got is 2 games a week a lot of the time. So we are going to make a couple of quick changes today. I'm bringing Matty Pearson back in for Galloway. He was brilliant the first game when he had to deputise. And then the 2 since, he's been pretty bang average, to be honest. James Bree at right wing back's not been great. I don't really have a good alternative. And Joe Morrell is now back from injury. So he'll replace Moncur on the bench. I'll think about starting him. But for now, I'm going to stick with what we've got. So we've got Simon Sluga in goal, Lockyer, Bradley and Pearson the back 3, Norrington, Davis and Bree the wing backs, Dewsbury Hall alongside Pelly, Ruddock and Panzu, with Curtis Jones, the Super January signing, behind goal scoring Adam Idar and James Collins up front. We need some magic, we need a win, and I don't really care how we get it. So let's go and face Rotherham, and fingers crossed, we're about to get our first home win in charge. Here we go then, Luton Town versus Rotherham. There's a player in that Rotherham side we recognise in the shape of Clark Robertson. And if you don't know why we recognise that name, the last couple of episodes of the head coach will tell you why. But otherwise there's some good players in that side. Joe Mattock's experienced, Daniel Barlays is a good player, as is Matt Crooks. Josh Vickers in goal, he's not a bad one either. So there is some quality in this side. It's going to be a close game. So let's get into the first half and see who comes out on top. As we come forward early with Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, he's lost out in a challenge there, but Crooks, is he going to get a red card here? It didn't look a bad foul, but Matt Crooks is off after 1.5 minutes. Surely we have to turn this into our first home win now. We've gone positive. Rotherham are playing, well, a bit of a strange tactic at the minute, but we're never going to get a better chance than this, so let's try and take advantage. But yet again, it's Rotherham who are on the front foot. As Pearson heads away, it only falls for Barlaser in the middle. Finds Wiles. Chance to get it in, but it's deflected away and it's out to Mattock. They've actually still got more time on the ball here. Into Smith. Switches to Ogbene and back to Wiles. I vaguely remember that name on the right as well. Did we have him at Torquay in FM19 maybe? I'm sure a few of you can correct me. It might have been Dorkin. I'm not quite sure. As Ogbene picks it up on the right hand side. Norrington Davis blocks the cross. Now can we counter? Long ball downfield, and the side with 10 men are boxing us in. It is pretty alarming. Here is Ogbene again. Time on the ball, switches the play, and it's so much space. They're playing wide, and it's really working. The shot's in straight at Sluga. But that passage of play is incredibly concerning. Rotherham have levelled up the shots on target. We've not yet had an attacking highlight. And despite having an advantage of an extra man and a better side, we haven't taken advantage. As Dewsbury Hall puts the corner in, Adam Idar loses out. And again, they're first to the counter-attack. Bree's been beaten. It's not he's not even bothered to put a challenge in. Pearson's trying to get back, as is Bradley. And he's into the middle, and they're going to score. What on earth is going on for us at home? I mean, the first thing I want to know is why is Kenilworth Road empty? Because it wasn't even in the National League when we were struggling. But I don't really get what's happening here. This is absolutely bizarre. It's Luton Town 0, Rotherham 1, and now James Bree's injured. The one position we don't have cover. This is turning into a horror show, and I'm going to mark this here. If we do not win this game, we will go down. I'm going to assure you of that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do on the right. I'm going to bring on Cornick on the right wing. He's going to go right up as an attacking midfielder. We're going to try and push the fullbacks back. So, I mean, we haven't got team talks here, but the touchline shout is going to be berating them because the performance after the red card has been bordering on shocking. There are so many concerns here, so let's make subs. Paddy Ruddock and Panzu is going to be replaced by the returning Morel. Sonny Bradley's had a shocker, so let's get on someone who can play right back or centre half. That is going to be Brendan Galloway, I believe. And we are going to switch the formation up. So, if we go back to the one we were using, Galloway can go in at centre-half. Pearson can go at right-back. Jones is going to go in the number 10 and we'll play a 4-2-3-1. So, an advanced playmaker on attack. Collins is going to play up top. Idar's had a poor game as well. So, let's get Kazenga Luar on. He's going to be an inside forward on attack. Cornick, a winger on support. Collins, a target man. Jones just behind him. Dewsbury Hall will drop in as a deep line playmaker and Morel still box to box. I'm not sure what more we can do. It's just been so toothless. So we're going to stay positive. We'll play out from the back still. We're going to focus play down the middle where we should have the extra men. We were trying to do that in the first half and it didn't really work. We're going to run at the defence more because we've got good players going forward. We're going to be more expressive. We're not going to hit early crosses. In transition, we're going to distribute quickly. And we're still going to play with a higher line of engagement. And now that Sonny Bradley's off, we can play a higher defensive line too. So let's confirm those changes. 35 to go. And we need something big. 20 minutes to go. We've got an attacking throw on the right with Pearson. The throw's headed away, but Morel picks it up. We have to score here. Norrington Davis gets it. Chance to cross. There's 4 in the middle. Cuts back instead to Dewsbury Hall. He gets it in. Luar shot blocks off the line. Long clearance forward. Smith flicks it on. Oh, this is really difficult. We've got just over 15 minutes. And again, like Swansea, we've had the better of the game and nothing's come of it. Dewsbury Hall's knackered, but he's the best player on the pitch. I can't take him off. I might bring Jordan Clark on at right back. Let's go all out attack. We're going to go complete wing back on support for both of them. We just have to throw caution to the wind now. If we don't get a goal at some point, we're not going to stay up. We have to pick up results in these games. Let's go attacking as well. I don't know what more I can shout at them. Let's fire them up. Let's try and get something. But we've been the better side. We just can't score. Rotherham have adapted to our changes and they've gone central. So do you know what? Let's get the attacking width out. Let's focus play down the wings. Let's get those crosses in. We've got to try and do something different. And it's becoming an absolute minefield here. We've got 8 minutes to go. And I don't think we're going to get anything. We've had 20 shots. Rotherham have had 3 on target. As Clark gives it away from a throw-in. We're just really throwing it away here as Dewsbury Hall just goes for an optimistic one. I mean, it's beyond optimistic. It's stupid in truth. Do we bring on Luar as a winger instead? I'm going to put him as a winger on attack. I'm going to do the same for Cornick, who's been effectively useless. We've got to try and get something out of this, but I can't see it coming. A second-minute red card at 0-0, and we have lost at home to Rotherham, I think. Although there's a free kick into the box. Lockyer's header! Oh, it's just over. It was the last action of the game. And we have somehow lost again at home. Look at the stats. Look at them. 23 shots to 5. 8 on target to 3. More possession. 4 times the expected goals. Nearly 5 times. And we've lost 1-0 at home. It is absolutely embarrassing. We're down, I think. I can't see us recovering from that. Wycombe are now 11 points clear. Even if we beat them, it's still trouble. The other sides are moving away from us. Barnsley and Middlesbrough still doing okay. Middlesbrough picked up another point. Barnsley picked up another one as well. And we've just played against 10 men for 89 minutes and lost. I don't see how we come back. James Bree's injury, 4 weeks. So we've got no right wing back. Let's go to the director of football just to see if he's got someone he can suggest that's on a free transfer. Ashley Richards is not bad actually. So let's see if we can get him. Right, there we go. 4,200 a week for Richards. We need to get him in time for Saturday because we've got Wycombe away. And so far, we've been better on the road. We've got 4 points out of our 3 away games so far. We have to make it 7. There's no other option at this point. We're getting so far behind that it's going to be impossible even if we do find form. So let's skip ahead and fingers crossed we're going to get some luck soon. So there's some good news ahead of the Wycombe game, and that is that Ashley Richards' scout report is exceptional. In terms of being level with Bree, possibly slightly better. The problem is, he's not yet agreed to join. So we're not going to have a right wing back available today. We're going to Wycombe, one of the games we must win, although we've said that about a few that we've lost already. And we don't have a right wing back. So I think I'm going to put Jordan Clark out there. I'm actually thinking to drop Pelly Ruddock out of the team today because he's really struggled since he wanted a new contract. Morell's just as good. So as much as he's a Luton legend, I'm going to have to do it. We'll get Joel Lynch on the bench as an extra defensive option. And aside from that, it's the same lineup. We're playing well. We're dominating matches. We just need goals. I wonder if... Can you talk to any of the players here? I think we had this problem last year when we were managing in FM21 Touch. Is when players get in bad morale, it's so hard to recover it. Of course, you can have team meetings in the full game. You can talk to individuals. You can give them a little kick up the backside. You can monitor their training. You can't really do that here. And although James Collins' morale is the best at the club, he's not showing it on the pitch. But let's go and get into it. Just the two changes. Morell for Pelly Ruddock. And then, of course, Clark coming in for the injured Bree at right wing back. And we have to win. A solid, experienced side Wycombe have got. And they're outside the relegation zone at the moment. So we know this is going to be a test. Of course, Wycombe, a club that have been so good to us over on the podcast channel. Joe Jacobson, of course, doing an interview with us, as well as the head of media. And them letting us behind the scenes for a matchday vlog. But all of that has to go out the window today. Because we need to win. So let's get into the first half and see if we can nick it. As Wycombe are coming forward early on with McCarthy to Wheeler. And we're so fragile defensively, aren't we? That's the problem. As McCarthy gets it to Dewsbury Hall, who clears. Now, we've got two up front, and Collins is a target man there, but he's not attacking the ball. He's not even going to put the challenge in. And now Wycombe are at the other end. Norrington Davis is going in, and that could have been a pen, but Patterson picks it up. Into the box himself, unopposed. Norrington Davis, he has this time... Oh, what a stupid challenge. It's been blamed on Curtis Jones, actually. Look at the commentary. Alex Patterson went down like he'd been shot. That sums it up. But here is Joe Jacobson back to haunt me. And he sends the keeper the wrong way. Oh, I was going to put a link to his interview in the eye above, but I don't know if I will now because he's upset me. And with 4 minutes on the clock, Wycombe are 1-0 up. Look at the morale at the bottom. But none of them react to any of the team talks. It's not good enough. No shots in 20 minutes. And again, it's Wycombe's right-hand side. Here's McCarthy who puts it into Horgan. And it's just over the bar. And we have not had a kick in this game. It has been bordering on embarrassing, to be honest. Wycombe are playing a standard 4-3-3. We should be getting on the front foot. And I'm going to go positive because we need to do something here. Lockyer goes long downfield. Who is he aiming for? Let me show you these instructions. Shorter passing, lower tempo, play through the middle, play out of defence. And they're just hoofing it. What is the point of having a tactical instruction if the team are going to go out and do whatever the hell they want? As Horgan picks it up on the left again, and it's probably going to lead to a second goal. Dewsbury Hall heads away as far as Thompson. Thompson gets it wide to McCarthy, and they're going to deliver from the right. Into Horgan at the back stick, and it is 2. All from hoofing that clearance instead of playing the football that we'd asked for. There's not a big man there. Adam Idar, he might be tall, but he's running in behind. He's not going to come short for the ball. So what's the point in hoofing it up to him? It is so frustrating when you have spells like this. Not the fact that you're losing games, not the fact that you're not playing well, but the fact that the players are flagrantly ignoring your tactical instructions and you're getting the blame for it. So I tell you what, this Luton Town series is going to be a disaster, and it does tend to happen to me. When I manage my own club and we've got to have that bit of responsibility, it doesn't really work out because heart rules head in decisions. But in this instance, I don't think there's a huge amount I could have done. Some of the ratings are embarrassing. I don't know who I'm going to bring on. We need to have a left back on the pitch, I think. Matty Pearson will be replaced by Kazenga Lualua. And let's change shape again. Idar's lost his discipline. He's not playing well. Can either of them play off the wing? I guess Idar can play off the left. Let's see if we can do that for now, because I don't know what else to do. We're going to have to go desperate. I'm out of options. I'm absolutely aghast. After the dominance of the last game, to turn up with this performance, forget the result, the performance is astounding to me. So I don't know what else we can do here. We'll run at the defence a bit more. We won't hit early crosses, but I think that's game over. To play Rotherham and Wycombe, 2 of the promoted clubs, 2 of the sides in the bottom 6. And if we end up losing both of them, there's no route back. And at 2-0 here, with one shot all game, I don't see an alternative result, I'm afraid. 20 minutes to go, no more shots on target. You might as well laugh at this point. Curtis Jones, what a waste of 10 grand a week. Luke Berry up for him. And what can we do with the last one? Jordan Clark for Cornick. He might as well go complete wing back on attack. Galloway, already booked after 2 minutes on the pitch, complete wing back on attack. And those of you that have been around a while will know I don't often lose the plot on this channel. But this one, this performance, forget the result. The Rotherham result, I dominated the game. We can take that. The performance here has been disappointing. And beyond that, in fact. As Idar gets it wide to Galloway. Can we still nick a result? We're getting closer. Kazenga Lualua scores. It was a tame finish. It was poor goalkeeping. But we've got 15 minutes to get one more. And now we have to make sure we don't concede. Horgan's corner. Headed away by Idar. More up in truth. As Stewart brings it down. He's going to go left, but instead forced backwards to Gape. On the halfway, switches it long towards Galloway, who loses out. Straight up the other end to score. Oh, it's so frustrating. This is by far the worst performance we have put in any series in FM21 so far. How on earth has it come to this? The long clearance finds Galloway, heads away to Idar. Oh, it's an awful tackle. Referee, I mean seriously. I know Wycombe are quite known for being a stout defensive side when they're ahead. But they're just two-footed lunges. That's a leg breaker. Luke Berry gets in. It's a great save onto the crossbar. But it's too little too late. To put up a fight in the last 10 minutes is pointless. We've had all game to do that. And after these two performances and results, we deserve to go down. It's been toothless. We've added firepower in attack and it's done nothing. And here, even if we nick a consolation, we're not going to get a result. And even a point's not enough. It doesn't matter. We've been given a penalty. Tafazoli brings down Lualua, who has changed the game. We're going to have to think about starting him next game. But every tactic has been poor. James Collins has the penalty and he puts it in. It's 3-2 into 4 minutes of stoppage time. But it's not enough. We're going down and we're going down with a whimper as well. Wycombe 3, Luton 2. And again, we lose to 10 men. But this time, we got outplayed. Wycombe Wanderers make sure that it's basically only 3 sides we can catch now rather than 4. Middlesbrough have won as well. They beat Millwall at home. Barnsley, what did they do? Drew at home to Blackburn. And Coventry are the only ones out of that lot who lost. So 12 points from safety with 13 games to go. I've got a feeling this is going to end in disaster. So we will be back next time for Middlesbrough v Cardiff. But I think that's probably the end of the road. It is going to be no Christmas Day celebration tomorrow. It is possibly going to be a nail in the coffin for us here. But we live in hope. Miracles have happened before. And we're going to need a big one here. So apologies for the lack of festive tone in this one. It has become possibly the most frustrating series I've had in a long time. The Rotherham game and the Swansea game. The fact we've lost them, given the way we've played, is astonishing. And in the Wycombe game, where did the performance come from? We're toothless in front of goal. We're so fragile at the back. And I don't see where the next point's coming from. But if you did enjoy this episode and you're looking forward to the struggle of the rest of the series, please do put a thumbs up on the video. We'll be back tomorrow at midday with more festive content. I hope you enjoy the festive season. If you want to stay up to date with this series, please do subscribe down below. We'll have daily content from our 2 long-term stories every day at 3:30. And this one continues tomorrow at midday. And of course, you can catch up with the podcast channel in the eye above. Interviews with Joe Jacobson, who unfortunately has probably sent us down today. And championship predictions every match day as well. But a big thanks for watching as always. A massive thank you for your support. And I'll see you next time for more Luton Town action. Where hopefully tomorrow we can be a little bit happier.